Well, I think, everyone is waiting for this historic moment to take place, and expectations are really high. But I think at the end of the day, we have to have reasonable expectations. June 12th is merely the first step in what would be a long process toward hopefully moving North Korea toward denuclearization. But hopefully it's not just a focus on denuclearization. We heard from Secretary Pompeo that they're going to work very hard to make it complete and particularly verifiable, irreversible dismantlement of North Korea's nuclear program. But why can't we also be pressing for complete, verifiable, irreversible dismantlement of North Korea's prison camps, which imprison between 80,000 to 120,000 individuals in death-induced.
Do you really think Donald Trump will raise that?
Donald Trump has definitely focused on human rights issues both in the State of the Union address and in a number of other settings. And he did say at the end of the G7 summit that he might be interested in actually raising those human rights issues at the summit. So I think we need to hold him to that and watch very closely tomorrow to see whether or not those issues are raised.
He's certainly had an interesting style, hasn't he, Donald Trump? I mean, with some of the treats he's issued and pulling out of the summit, and then 2 days later it's back on again. Do you think that's worked?
I think in many regards it did work, because I think what that was an attempt to tell North Korea that they can't set the terms of the negotiation. Under no uncertain terms should North Korea be setting those terms. Instead, the U.S. regained leverage in many ways and now is able to communicate that we are not messing around with Kim Jong-un. We are serious about achieving complete, verifiable, irreversible dismantlement of North Korea's nuclear program.
And a lot of people are saying that actually North Korea has got to that stage where it's done what it needed to do. It's got the nuclear bomb if it needed to use it. And actually, it's in their interest now to negotiate, because what's more important for them is getting their economy back on track.
Yeah, I think, Kim Jong-un is seeking one thing out of this summit, and that's legitimacy. And in many ways, he's already getting that through the fanfare and all of the photo
He's getting it through Donald Trump, isn't he?
Yeah, and I mean, being able to meet, as you mentioned, with a sitting U.S. president, that's a huge honor for him. So I think that there's going to be a lot of pressure on President Trump himself to convey that a leader cannot be viewed legitimately by the international community if they continue to wield with impunity a nuclear and missile weapons program that poses a significant threat. But they also can't be viewed legitimately if they don't deal with human rights issues. And so I think if both of these issues are not on the table tomorrow, we're going to have to keep returning to these human rights issues over and over and over again. So why not take advantage, put the pressure now, and shift Kim Jong-un's risk calculus when it comes to dealing with these issues?